Hello guys, and today we are going to see a game between Vishy Anand and Magnus Carlsen. Vishy playing white and Magnus black, and let's see the game. And it starts with e4, then c5, knight f3, and knight c6, and bishop b5, and g6, and castle shot, and bishop g7, c3, and knight f6, rook e1, and short castles, and d4. As you can see, the players are still in their preparation. This is a Sicilian defense Rosolimo Fianchetto variation. And then after a6, here d5 was better. a6 also is good. And now bishop d3, Anand goes for bishop d3, but taking the c6 knight was the best move here. And then after d5, now e5, knight to e8, but the computer shows that knight to e4 was best here. Let's see if knight e4, then taking the knight, would it be good? Let's see. No, taking the knight was an inaccuracy. The computer shows it as an inaccuracy. After d takes e4 and rook takes c4. Now queen to d5. Is it a good move? Queen to d5 is best here, and then queen to e2, and bishop f5 is coming. And now rook to h4. Now cd4 and cd4. And now bishop takes b1, and rook takes b1, and queen takes a2 is coming. Oh, if at all after queen d5 rook comes back, then there is c takes d4. Instead of c takes d4, bishop g4 is better. And after knight bd2, now c takes d4. After c takes d4, c takes d4 is an inaccuracy because of knight takes d4. So because of these moves, bishop takes e4 is not good. So knight takes e4 was the best move here, but Magnus goes for knight e8, then d takes c5. Now bishop g4. Now bishop back to e2, and knight c7, and knight bd2, and Magnus goes for a5. Now h3 and bishop c8, and bishop f5 was better here, as you can see. But Magnus plays bishop c8, and now bishop d3. The computer says bishop f1 was better here. Bishop f1 was better. I think he's suggesting to go for the g2 there. But here Anand goes bishop d3. It is a good move. Now knight to e6. Now knight b3, a4, and knight bd4. Knight takes c5. Bishop c2. Queen to a5. Bishop d2. Rook d8, and queen c1. Knight e6, b4 by Anand, and now queen c7 by Magnus. And the computer shows it was better to take with a takes b3 en passant. And after knight takes c6, b takes c6, bishop e3, c5. Now b takes c5, knight takes c5, and queen a3, queen e6, knight e6, and rook a b1, d4 here, d4 by Magnus, and it is shown as an inaccuracy. After knight takes d4, bishop takes e5. Now knight b5, queen c6 and rook b4 by Anand, but it is shown as a mistake. Now bishop b7, now bishop e4, knight, queen to d7, now bishop takes b7, queen takes b7, rook takes a4 and bishop f4, rook takes a8 and rook takes a8, queen b3, bishop takes e3 and rook takes e3, and now knight f4, knight f4 and rook f3, queen e4, king h2 by Anand, and knight d5 and c4 and queen e5 check, g3, knight f6, a3, knight e4, queen c2, knight to g5, but it was better to play f5 here, and now rook e3, queen c5 and h4, knight e6 and queen e2, rook c8 and rook c3, h5, king g2, king f8, then queen e4, king g8, now queen d5, Magnus declines the exchange, goes for queen b6, then a4, queen a6, c5, queen takes a4, c6, rook d8, and then queen c4, queen takes c4, rook takes c4, now rook b8, c7, rook c8 and rook c1, and both the players agreed for a draw here, and I hope you would have enjoyed the game here, guys. I'll be meeting you in the next game. Thank you all.